I got 20 seconds for you. You weighed in on the tail of mania a few weeks ago when you said she was partially responsible for the Kansas City Chiefs losing a couple of games. Do you stand by that comment?
I hope that she's the Yoko Ono of the Kansas City Chiefs and she destroys their dynasty and puts them down in flames. That's why I am proudly supporting the San Francisco 49ers, America's team, on Sunday against Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, Taylor Swift, and Travis Kelce.
You got
Niners.
All right.
President Biden just mercilessly mocked MAGA and Trump for their unhinged conspiracies, that it was somehow a deep state plot for the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl after the Kansas City Chiefs won in what was perhaps the most exciting Super Bowl ever in overtime. The Chiefs won 25-22. I know MAGA Republicans were hating on Taylor Swift and her boyfriend Travis Kelce, who plays for the Super Bowl winning champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's what President Biden posted on his social media accounts, just like we drew it up. And he has the dark Brandon meme right there saying, "We were behind this the whole time. This is exactly how we set it up for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce to ultimately win the Super Bowl together as a way of just making MAGA very upset." By the way, earlier in the day, President Biden posted this heartwarming photo as well. It's a photo in 1987 with him and his kids. 1987 with my boys. This Super Bowl Sunday, I hope you can take part in the age-old American traditions of eating great food, gathering with great friends, and watching a great football game. Meanwhile, what did Donald Trump post on his social media platform? Well, he attacked Taylor Swift, and he actually took credit for Taylor Swift's career and said that he is the man who made her all of her money. That's what Donald Trump posted right before the Super Bowl started. Donald Trump wrote, "I signed and was responsible for the Music Modernization Act for Taylor Swift and all other musical artists. Joe Biden didn't do anything for Taylor and never will. There's no way she could endorse crooked Joe Biden, the worst and most corrupt president in the history of our country, and be disloyal to the man who made her so much money," referring to himself as the man who made Taylor Swift her money. Trump goes on to say, "Besides that, I like her boyfriend, Travis, even though he may be a liberal and probably can't stand me." I like this comment by someone who's by Bernie Belvedere on Twitter, who wrote, quote, "Be loyal to the man who made you so much money is definitely an argument that's going to work on Taylor Swift. Very notably, a huge fan of men who undeservedly take credit for her success." What a horrific and disgusting post there by Donald Trump. And of course, all of the MAGA Republican influencers and people who have now become leaders in the Republican Party throughout the game, they started rage posting. You had Charlie Kirk, who leads an organization called Turning Points USA, say, "Why did Travis Kelce just body check Andy Reid, his 65-year-old head coach?" And our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, wrote, "Poor Charlie. This is getting emotional for him." Megyn Kelly wrote, "Do you want Nancy Pelosi's team or Taylor Swift's?" Our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, wrote, "I'm just trying to watch the game here." You had Emerald Robinson said, "Your elections are rigged, your nation is being invaded at its border, an illegal regime forced you to take a deadly shot or lose your job, but you've got time to watch football, bread and circuses for slaves." And our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, wrote, "The joyless right." Candace Taylor wrote, "The fakest turnover I've ever seen." The fakest turnover I've ever seen, saying that there's a conspiracy here at play so that the Kansas City Chiefs would ultimately win the Super Bowl. Our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, responded, "Yeah, so I guess the deep state is rigging the game." Tommy Lahren wrote, What I gathered from the Super Bowl is that white Christians are supposed to wash everybody else's feet. And then Ron Filipkowski said, this game has been very, very stressful for right-wingers. And Tommy was referring to an ad that was actually funded by the founder of Hobby Lobby. It was actually a right-wing group that funded that ad, but MAGA Republicans were flipping out at that ad. Matt Walsh, right-wing podcast host, wrote, both teams should be expelled from the league for giving us the most boring Super Bowl of all time. This actually turned out to be the most exciting Super Bowl of all time. That's why you have to kind of wait until like the full game takes place. By the way, you had President Biden announced that he's starting a TikTok account and released his first TikTok. As I said, I didn't have President Biden becoming a TikTok superstar on my bingo card in 2024, but I'm glad that he created this account. And I think Biden's posts tonight have been spot on. Let Biden be Biden. It's my view of it. Let Biden be Biden. Look, I met Biden in Denver. I was in Pueblo, Colorado. I interviewed President Biden. So I know the President Biden that I was hanging out with was smart and witty and funny and intelligent and sharp as all crap. And it's like, let Biden be Biden. That's my view of it. Let me show you right here this TikTok, the first very TikTok from President Biden's account. Here, play this clip.
Chiefs or Niners?
Two great quarterbacks, hard to decide. But if I didn't say I was for the Eagles, then I'd be sleeping alone. My wife's a Philly girl.
Game or commercials?
Game.
Game or halftime show?
Game.
Jason Kelce or Travis Kelce?
Mama Kelce. I understand she makes great chocolate chip cookies.
Deviously plotting to rig the season so the Chiefs would make the Super Bowl, or the Chiefs just being a good football team?
I'd get in trouble if I told you.
Trump or Biden?
Are you kidding? Biden.
And I'm just thinking about that post by Donald Trump again, saying that he wouldn't want Taylor Swift to be disloyal to the man who made her so much money. I mean, what a malignant narcissist. How could you be such a... Well, that's Donald Trump for you right there. Going back to it, here was President Biden's post, just so you could see it one more time. Just like we drew it up. And of course, Donald Trump's been out there over the past 48 hours saying a bunch of other unhinged and deranged statements. Of course, he encouraged Russia to invade our NATO allies. I'll show you this clip. Play it.
They asked me that question. One of the presidents of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, you didn't pay? You're delinquent? He said, yes, let's say that happened. No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay. You got to pay your bills.
And also, we should not forget that Donald Trump also attacked Nikki Haley's husband, Michael Haley, who he said, where's Michael Haley? Michael Haley's deployed with the National Guard in Africa right now. Here, play this clip of Donald Trump saying that.
Over to see me at Mar-a-Lago, sir. I will never run against you. She brought her husband. Where's her husband? Oh, he's away. He's away. What happened to her husband? What happened to her husband? Where is he? He's gone. He knew.
That just goes to show you how low character Donald Trump is. And by the way, I'll show you this clip right here as well that has just been kind of resurfacing recently. This was Donald Trump in 2014 praising Putin invading Crimea. I mean, the bottom line is this is a treasonous traitor. He's always been. He's saying it out loud. Play the clip.
All right, last name. Vladimir Putin.
Well, he's done an amazing job of taking the mantle, and he's taken it away from the president. And you look at what he's doing, and so smart. When you see the riots in a country because they're hurting the Russians, okay, we'll go and take it over. And he's really going step by step by step, and you have to give him a lot of credit. Interestingly, on the Miss Universe pageant, we just left Moscow. He could not have been nicer. He was so nice and so everything. But you have to give him credit that what he's doing for that country in terms of their world prestige is very strong.
Last thought, who's the better leader, President Obama or President Putin?
Well, it's not even a contest at this point. It's not. Now, Obama can maybe come back and maybe something happens, but so far he has played Obama like a fiddle.
Well, if Donald Trump, being a treasonous traitor and saying that he would not abide by Article 5 of NATO, attacking our allies, if that doesn't get everyone's attention, hopefully him attacking the Swifties will. And again, President Biden, just spot on right there, just like we all drew it up. Hilarious stuff. I'm Ben Meiselas. What a game. What a game. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. I hope everybody enjoyed watching the Super Bowl as well. I'm Ben Meiselas. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together, and have a great day.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.